Hey YouTube, it's Samantha Shead. In this video I am showing you my current collection of primers. So I'm just picking them up as I go. I'm not going in any particular order. This is basically all the primers that I have currently in my collection of makeup, and I just want to share them with y'all because why not? Right now it's not a big collection, but of course I am working on that, so hopefully later in the future I will have another one up with much more primers. So the first one I picked up was the L'Oreal Magic Lumi primer. This is the light infused primer that they have. It is a absolute beautiful primer, mostly because it really does give your skin that lit within type look. It's really beautiful. It does look like there's like light within your face type deal. I'm giving you guys a quick swatch and a swipe. This is what it looks like. As you can see, it comes out pretty white and pearly, and as you mix it in, it blends into the skin pretty nicely. It does take some work, but as you can see, it does leave a sheen on the face because of all the tiny little glitters that are inside of it. They are really fine, so it's not like you see chunks of glitter just chilling on your face, so I like that. The next primer I picked up was the NYX Honey Dew Me Up Primer and Skin Serum. It is really beautiful. I just love staring at it, especially in the light, because of all the little gold chunks inside of it and the way it just looks. I mean, it's just so beautiful to look at. I passed by it so many times at Ulta, and I finally got it in my last Ulta haul. If you'd like to check that out, I will have it down in the description box below. But anyway, about this primer, I was really concerned about using it as a primer, only because it is so liquidy looking, and it didn't look appealing as a primer to me. Also, whenever you take it out, it's like really thready, and it doesn't look like it would make a good primer. It looks like it would make my makeup just slip inside everywhere. So I finally tried it out, and it actually made my skin look really beautiful. The gold chunks also, I mean, they can be a hit and miss. Depends on if you get a giant one or a small one, because they don't really dissolve into the skin. Sometimes it's just a chunk of gold right on your face. So it says that it's supposed to illuminate, but really it's just gold on your face. So I have to wipe it off. So I do find the gold in here is quite unappealing and useless. So for that matter, I don't really like that part of it. But other than that, it's really beautiful. It makes my skin look very luminous and hydrated, and it's just really beautiful. I'm just going to give you guys a quick swatch of it. As you can see, yes, it is definitely thready. Very thready. That's why I was just so concerned about it, because whenever I apply it on my face, I use a spatula, straight from the spatula, and I just put it on my face, and it just threads everywhere, and it doesn't look right. But here it is, and I'm just going to rub it on for you guys. And eventually it just dries up, and it leaves my skin looking very luminous and very dewy and beautiful, and I absolutely love that. And in case you're wondering, no, I'm not letting the primers mix in the back of my hand. I'm using my elf wipes to wipe them off every time I am done with one. The next one I have here is one that you've probably seen in videos of mine in the past, a lot of them, if you do watch my channel. This is the Maybelline Baby Skin Primer. I absolutely love this primer whenever it comes to filling in pores and erasing those fine lines, because it really does do the trick. It is a silicone-based primer, and I find those to be the best when it comes to pore filling and line filling and stuff like that. I'm not sure the science behind it, but like I say, I find it the best. It might be different for other people. This is it right here. As you can see, it definitely is a silicone jelly type formula. You rub it in, and it really does blur in those lines that you have and stuff. And it just makes like your face really smooth, and it just creates a really good velvety canvas for your makeup on top. It really does feel very velvety and smooth, and I just love using it all over the face. Sometimes I'll use it in just my T-zone because it is really good at mattifying that area as well. And I just find it really helps make my makeup stick throughout the day. So I'm happy with this primer. The next one I picked up is actually a primer that I've gotten a while ago before. It's actually the very first primer I've ever gotten ever. And this is actually my second tube of it. This is the City Color, This is the City Color Face Primer, and I absolutely adore this one because it really does help with mattifying my face. It also leaves it velvety smooth, and it does help with filling pores. For fine lines, I feel that it creases into them for some reason, which is really odd if it fills in the pores but not the lines. But I guess because the lines move around all day and the pores don't. So this is it right here. As you can see, it's like a cream colored, like really creamy silicone type. Well, actually, no, it's not much silicone. It's just more of like a really creamy texture. Not really sure how to describe it, but you smooth it on, and it kind of makes your face feel a little tacky. But the reason why I like that is because it really helps with keeping certain types of foundation sticking on a lot better than with something that really keeps your face really smooth and stuff. I find that cream foundations really stick onto this more than liquids. Liquids, they just slide right off unless you powder yourself really well and keep yourself really set. But other than that, it's a really good primer for cream foundations. In my opinion, it might be different for you. Keep that in mind. The next one I picked up is the Physicians Formula Argan Wear Argan Oil. This is the Touch of Gold one. I've used this one and I've used the one without the gold inside of it, and I like both of them. The only reason why I like this one because it has gold inside of it. It makes your skin a lot more luminous than the one they have without the gold in it, and I just find it really beautiful to stare at. Now this one isn't really a primer as it says, but one of the claims is that it can be used as a primer. Like, it's many different uses and stuff, so I put this in this category just because it says that. And I do use it as a primer only ever so often because it can leave your face really oily looking at the end of the day, and you gotta powder yourself and touch up it later. Only if I really want a wet looking skin type deal, then I will put this on and just slather it all over. Sometimes I'll just use this as an oil, like my Farsali one, to like blend in my foundation, or sometimes blend in my concealer or something like that, or help with my cream contouring and highlighting and stuff, you know, anything of that sort. So maybe I'll just use it like that. Sometimes I use it as a primer. It depends on what I'm feeling like that day. So for it, I shake it just a little bit and then I take it out. It has a dropper on it, kind of like the Farsali one, except it's a lot thicker, and the dropper, it drops out differently than I could say, because like for the Farsali one, everything will go ahead and leak out without you actually trying to drop stuff out. This one, it takes some time before something comes out, so that's really convenient. I'm just going to put one drop on the back of my hand, like so. Also, this one is not as runny. I think it's just like really thick because of how much gold is inside of it. I can't really tell for sure though. So this is it on the skin, and just rubbing it in. This one is like really liquidy though, even though it's pretty thick. I mean, it doesn't run down, but like it takes some time to blend it in and whatnot. But it does leave a really golden, luminous look on the skin, and it's just really beautiful. And even whenever you're using it to just blend out makeup and foundation and all that good stuff, then it still leaves a really beautiful, luminous, golden look. I'm actually wearing it today. I use it to blend out my foundation, and I'm feeling myself. The next one I have is the NYX Angel Veil Skin Perfecting Primer. I can't really give an honest review about it because I've only used it twice so far, and I want to give it a good amount of test runs before I actually give it a review. I can tell you though that so far, now that I've used it, it does make my skin feel very velvety soft, kind of like an angel's face, I presume is what they're going for. But other than that, I can't really tell you much. I can read the back. It says that's oil-free. Treat your skin to this ultra velvety oil-free primer. Feels lighter than a cloud and leaves skin looking and feeling divine. And I also had this one in my Ulta haul as well. So like I said, it'll be in the description box if you want to check that out. So for this primer, I know for a fact you have to shake it up really well, because the first time I used it, it came out like separated ketchup. You know how whenever you forget to shake it and then you try to put it on your hot dog and then it looks like period blood, it just ran out. Sorry for saying that, but that's what it looks like to me. So yeah, if you don't, it just looks like milk is coming out because this foundation is white. So then you just squeeze it on and a really velvety type cream comes out. This is it right here, and now I'm just going to smooth it out. Some of the gold from the Argan Wear is still on my hand, so hopefully it doesn't really interfere, but it really leaves a very velvety, smooth canvas, more velvety than the baby skin, more velvety than the city color one, and it just feels really soft and really smooth. Like I said, I can't really give a not a first impression, but a review on it. I can just give you, how I feel about it so far. The last primer in my collection is the Rimmel Lasting Finish Primer. This is the Skin Perfecting one. I believe they have more than one of this one. I'm not really sure. I'll do my research real quick. But this one comes out really creamy. This is also a white foundation. Not foundation. This is a primer. And it seems like I'm running low on it because nothing wants to come out. Alright, so I got some out. I think I got more than I intended to. But this one claims that it has powers to make your foundation last up to 8 hours. I wouldn't say that. I say the most with this I can't speak. With this primer, I noticed that my makeup lasts for about 6 hours, so that's pretty close to what they say, but, it's not what they say. But this one feels really creamy and very tacky. Not as tacky as the City Color one, but it still is a little bit tacky. So like I said before, I like to use this one with cream foundations, not so much with liquidy ones, only because I feel like it's going to slide off later, and I've experienced that for myself. So like I say, it might work for you, just doesn't for me. Maybe for somebody that has drier skin, maybe so. It does feel a little bit hydrating, which is really good, but it just doesn't feel like it'd be good with a liquid foundation, in my opinion. And this, guys, concludes this current collection of my primers. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you liked the video, please give it a big old thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed yet, please subscribe. Also, if you'd like to leave a comment or question down below, I will answer back and comment back as soon as I possibly can. Also, if you'd like to check out my website for more content, then please do so. And as always, guys, thank you so much for watching. I love you. Bye-bye.